a nation, small nation, that is not used to this kind of violence on its shores. Kumla, back to you in the studio.
Many thanks, John. We'll be checking with you periodically for the latest. Right now, I want to just bring you some very quick breaking news that we've gotten now about the Asian soccer chief, Mohammed bin Hammam. He was banned for life on Saturday after being found guilty by World Soccer's ruling body of trying to buy votes ahead of last month's FIFA presidential election. Now, Saturday's decision was announced by the FIFA Ethics Committee following a two-day hearing. Qatari Mohammed bin Hammam withdrew his candidacy on May 29th, and Swiss Sepp Blatter was re-elected president unopposed for a fourth term 3 days later. Apologies for that. Mohammed bin Hammam banned from football for life. And now to this other tragic story. The singer Amy Winehouse has been found dead at her home in North London. She was 27. Amy Winehouse was one of the most successful female musicians of her generation, winning a number of awards for her second album, Back to Black. But in recent years, she became famous for her struggle with drugs and alcohol as for her music. Here's David Sillito looking back at the singer's life.
Her voice was pure, smoke-stained soul, and her songs were in pop's darkest key. Her private life, though, was something of a mess.
Thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
This was Amy Winehouse, aged 14, an extra on The Fast Show. She was at stage school at the time. She was expelled. This North London Jewish girl, the daughter of a cabbie with a taste for jazz, was not going to be a clean-cut pop puppet.
Five-story fire, you came live.
Her first album, Frank, won 3 Brit nominations, an Ivor Novello, and was one of the Mercury's Albums of the Year. She, though, thought it was a bit of a disappointment. She could do better.
We made
She did, with Back to Black. It sold more than 10 million copies and won 5 Grammy Awards. She was on top of the world and falling apart. This was Amy in 2004. This was her in 2007. With crack, bulimia, drink, self-harm, and a husband in prison, as well as her own brushes with the law, Amy Winehouse's life was a mess. Quite why she'd gone downhill so fast was hard to decipher, but the effects were easy to see, hear, and remember.
I never played.
What mustn't be forgotten, though, is what made her famous, that voice and that talent.
And now the final parade. That is a
Just looking at thousands of tributes on her Facebook page. One here that reads...
La cantante británica Amy Winehouse ha muerto esta tarde, según varios medios de comunicación del Reino Unido. Ha fallecido en su domicilio de Londres a los 27 años por causas que ha comenzado a investigar la policía. La cantante inició en junio su gira europea y, según personal de su entorno, se encontraba en buena forma. Sin embargo, tras el malogrado concierto de Belgrado del 19 de junio, su representante anunció que cancelaba la gira, en la que se incluía una actuación en Bilbao para el pasado 8 de julio. La cantante Amy Winehouse ha sido encontrada muerta esta tarde en su casa al norte de Londres. Tenía 27 años, una de las mejores voces de la música actual y una triste tendencia a la autodestrucción. Hace poco más de un mes dio su último concierto en Belgrado. No estaba en condiciones y acabó cancelando su gira por Europa para recuperarse de sus problemas de salud. De momento no se saben las causas de su trágica muerte.
Esta es la casa en la que ha aparecido el cuerpo sin vida de Amy Winehouse, y este fue su último concierto. Pero ni la imagen de estos últimos tiempos, ni los escándalos, ni su ingreso en centros de rehabilitación empaña el talento de esta joven británica que hace 8 años sorprendía al mundo con su voz. Voz de soul, voz de cantante negra, pero que por primera vez salía de una garganta blanca. Este fue su gran éxito. El álbum Back to Black le valió su consagración definitiva y una lluvia de premios, aunque no pudo ir a recogerlos. 5 Grammys se llevó en 2008. Por Madrid pasó ese mismo verano, no convenció en el Rock in Rio y de ahí al abismo. Acababa de volver a los escenarios 2 años después, y 2 años después se va, con 27 años, los mismos que leyendas como Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain o Jim Morrison.